in this video, I'm going to teach you guys what coterminal angles are and what reference angles are. All right. Basically, when you have an angle in standard position, you have your initial side and your terminal side that moves. Whenever you are given an angle on a unit circle, remember this one thing. That terminal side can form two different angles. It can form its positive angle that goes counterclockwise and the negative angle that goes clockwise. If two angles in standard position have the same terminal side, they're called coterminal angles. As you can see, the positive angle is 120 degrees and the negative angle is 240 degrees. Those are coterminal angles. They share the same terminal side. So basically, you're going to add 360 degrees or subtract it to find the coterminal angles. Let me give you an example. Let's say we have 60 degrees on that unit circle. We know 60 degrees is going to open up right here, right? That's the positive angle. But guess what? It also has another angle right here. And we're going to figure out what that angle is. So what we're going to do is that we're going to say 60 minus 360, which gives me negative 300 degrees. And of course, 60 plus 360 degrees, which gives me 420 degrees. Now, yes, that is more than 360 degrees. And that is whenever they are allowing you to go over or more than one revolution. So the coterminal angles will be negative 300 degrees and 420 degrees. Now, what's a reference angle? A reference angle is the smallest acute angle that the terminal arm of an angle makes with the x-axis when drawn on a coordinate plane. Regardless of the location of the terminal side, the reference angle measures the closest distance of the side from the x-axis. Let me give you a visual. As you can see, if you have an angle in the first quadrant, whatever that angle is equivalent to its reference angle. But if it's in the second quadrant, as you can see, you see how the angle opens up like that? The reference angle will be the acute angle that will finish up and end up on that x-axis. You get what I'm saying? All right. If you have an obtuse angle, right, that ends up in that third quadrant, the acute angle will be this right here. And of course, if it's in the fourth quadrant, the acute angle will be right there. So how to calculate your reference angles? If it's in the first quadrant, whatever angle that is, that's also the reference angle. If it's in the second quadrant, you're going to do 180 minus whatever angle they gave you. If it's in the third quadrant, you're going to take that angle and subtract 180. If it's in the fourth quadrant, you'll do 360 degrees minus that given angle. Let's do a few examples. Find the reference angle for 120 degrees. Well, first of all, which quadrant will 120 degrees end up? You got it. It will be in this second quadrant. So I'm going to do 180 minus 120, which gives me 60 degrees. So my reference angle will be 60 degrees. All right, let's look at 45 degrees. Which quadrant will that angle end up? It surely will be in that first quadrant, 45 degrees. So the reference angle is just going to be 45 degrees. 315 degrees. Which quadrant? I keep saying that. Which quadrant will that angle end up? It will end up in the fourth quadrant. So since it's going to be the fourth quadrant, I'm going to do 360 minus 315. And that will give me 45 degrees. And lastly, 210 degrees. That's going to end up in that third quadrant. So I'm going to do 210 minus 180. And that gives me 30 degrees. So my reference angle will be 30 degrees. And that's it.